Hi guys, it's Louise from Craft Geek Dioramas. I thought I would upload a work in progress video for you guys on this current commission that I'm working on. Normally I upload videos of my dioramas when they're completed and then kind of go through a progress of showing you how I make them. I thought with this piece, because it's going to be quite detailed and it's going to be an ongoing commission, I thought I would do some little videos of how far I've got with it at the present moment. This piece is going to be eventually part of a bigger diorama scene. This is mainly going to be used for toy photography, and the wall pieces are actually going to be all interchangeable for the clients. So we're starting off with this corner piece, which will be magnetised, and then eventually we will expand from here. The client wanted a sort of city scene, so he wanted like a large diorama which incorporated lots of different things that you would find sort of like in a city. So using New York as an example, you know, the fire escapes, little shops, pawn shops, not porn, you know, sort of things like that. So alleyways. So this, we came up with a big plan, and I thought I would start off the plan with a corner piece, and then we could expand from there, kind of making it eventually into sort of a H shaped sort of scene in the end. But anyway, this piece here is obviously the starting point of this large commission. The client wanted a fire escape on one wall, and that was really the brief as much as it went, and then I had kind of free rein to think of what I was going to do on the other wall of the corner piece. So if I go a little bit more closer into the diorama, then you can kind of see how far I've got and where I'm aiming to go with this piece. The first thing that I did was we decided that we wanted to have the fire escape, and therefore we needed to make sure that the pieces were actually going to be big enough in scale to hold it. So the boards that I use are 24 inches long by 12 inches deep. So I basically worked out that that would probably be the best size for us to go for. So we could incorporate at least 2 levels on a fire escape, and also some windows above what other kind of things that we may do, as in this one here. At the moment I'm going to be doing sort of like a pawn shop, cash, you know, for goods and stuff. So like I said, it's 24 inches tall and 12 inches deep on each piece. Eventually it will be magnetised on the corners, which can obviously, like I said, be interchangeable and moved around. Knowing the size that we were going to go for height wise and width wise, I started making the fire escape, and that was the first thing that I made, so I could then judge the whole thing from there. Basically I made the fire escape from chipboard. Well, it's like a mount board. If I show you the type of material that it is, it's this material here, which is like a grey board, and it's probably about 2 to 3 millimeters thick. So it's easy to cut through with a knife, but it's quite rigid. And I didn't want to make the fire escape from foam. I wanted it to be rigid but lightweight. So this is a design that I came up with. So all of this has been made with the mount board, the chipboard. I made the ladder separate in there, which has got chipboard on each side, and then it's actually straws for the actual ladder part that I glued to the chipboard. And this little ladder at the bottom here, this also again is chipboard. It took quite a long time to make because obviously I had to measure a lot on this, and to get it just right and to get it sturdy as well, because obviously it will be attached to the wall, and it's going to have to hold a 6-inch figure. So the 6-inch figure will be able to stand in this part and in this part at the top, and still have enough room that they're not over standing over the top of the wall. This will be attached to this wall. It's very difficult trying to hold the camera and show you guys, but basically this will attach to this left wall, and all I did with this was, once I made it, I spray painted it silver, because I think base coating it black would have just taken so long. So I base coated it silver sprayed, and then I just dry brushed all different colours on here with my Citadel paints and inks, just to kind of get that rusted old look feel to it. There are some more things to add to this. I need to add some more sort of accents to it, but for now this is kind of like giving me an idea of how I wanted it to kind of look. The ladder inside, I'm going to have to put it this way so I can show you guys, but the ladder inside actually is detachable, so when it ships that will come out. But yeah, so that's how I did the fire escape, and like I say, that will be attached to this wall, and the way I'm going to be attaching that is with these. I was thinking of different ways that I could attach it so it would be secure, and I decided to get these long paper fasteners. So they've got the very long sort of prongs on these, and what I thought I would do is I would attach it through the back. So I'm trying to show you guys what I mean, probably better when I do it, but they're going to basically go through the back here, and it will sit, and then it will go through the wall. Sorry, it will go through the wall, and then I can splay these open on the back and then glue them, so it will kind of sit on the wall splayed open, so it will be fastened to the wall. I thought just kind of zip tying it, but I think this will work neater, because the little head on here will kind of sit nicely in the little slots that I've made each side there. So that's how I'm going to attach it to the wall, but when I do that I will show you guys how I did it, if it works, which hopefully it will. So all the brickwork, I decided to do it nice and uniformed. I am a little bit anal when it comes to brickwork. I like it to be really clean, and because of the type of photography that's going to be used for this, I wanted it to be a clean look. So the actual brickwork is 2 centimetres long by 1 centimetre wide, and there's, like I say, I wanted it to be nice and uniformed, and what I did, you know, in some places take little bits out and push some bricks through just to give a little bit of depth to it. And then on the bottom I'm using the white foam, which is the 5mm foam, just to sort of, that will be like a concrete part at the bottom, sort of a grey colour, and obviously the brickwork will all be red. On this wall I wanted it to be kind of like a shop or something, but we only had 12 inches across to fit something in, so I wanted to have 2 windows at the top, which I've managed to get in, and then we've got a gap which I'm going to incorporate an air conditioning unit, which I'm in the progress at the moment of making. It's all sort of setting and drying at the moment, so I'll put that all together, paint all this beforehand, and then once it's all done I will attach it to probably this part of the wall. This part here I decided to make into sort of kind of a store, and it's going to be like a pawn shop, so you know, you can take your jewellery to be pawned. So I will hopefully and eventually have like a sign here, and one that will attach to the side here, sticking out this way, sort of, you know, jewellery for cash, that kind of stuff. I've got the little shutter that's kind of halfway coming down there, and then obviously there will be a window, and then in the window I will put sort of a clear plastic, and I will put signs in the window that I will make up, maybe sort of like a neon light kind of effect printout. And then we've got our door, which it's got sort of like the mesh in the window. You know, this is kind of like probably going to be a bit of a city street that's probably not sort of you know, somewhere you want to go, so the door's kind of like, you know, keeping out any unnecessary folk, so there's like the metal thing on the bottom there. I might sort of put maybe a little bit of this at the top here. I'm not sure at the moment. I may even change the door yet, I'm not sure. I'm kind of just sitting with it at the moment. And then the windows at the top here, what I'm going to be doing is obviously making it into a proper window frame. and probably will have obviously a sill going across the middle. I may have them going down that way as well. Again, I'll just go with the flow when I start making it. And then I will put frosted plastic behind, so that will kind of give the illusion of, you can't quite see through it, but you know it's like a window. So that's what I plan to do there, and then obviously put a sill in here. Around the top, I'm hoping to put this stuff at the bottom here at the top, and around, sort of just to give it a little bit of an accent there, just to kind of make it look a bit more building-y. So that's kind of where I am at the moment with this piece. I'm hoping in the next couple of days that I will basically get the build finished on the main structure, and then get it base coated, and then start the painting process. But I've still got quite a bit to do on the right wall to get that kind of looking right. So that's where I am. I thought you guys might be interested, and then what I'll do is when I get a little bit further along, I will do another little video for you to show the progress. And I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.